Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. Today we've got a mid-sized engagement between a Santissima, a Bellona and a Cerberus, and a Santissima, a Constitution, a Trincomalee, and a Brig. Should be a fun little matchup. I'm going to slot in here behind old Salty, now Santissima. I'm in a Trincomalee myself today, as you'll have seen. Looking forward to having a bit of fun with this. It's been a little while since I played the old Trinc. Can't actually remember what guns I have. Alright. I'm going to actually switch up into grape shot on my, what is that, starboard side? There we go. Yeah, I'll get it right eventually. Leaving standard ball shot on my port side. Hopefully be able to get off a few shots at least. Tear into their sails a bit is going to be my objective. Fairly reasonable, but probably didn't do too much there. I'm going to leave it there for a reload and get another volley off. I should actually switch up, I think it's my forward guns. The Tring doesn't have rear guns. Yeah. Switch up my forward guns to chain shot, actually. Should have done this a bit sooner. We miss out on a whole shot at the Santissima, which is a shame. I'm going to look at catching up to our ally here in the Santissima. See if we can actually use them as a bit of cover to pass the Santissima so they don't get a full array of shots at us. Looks like we should have switched up to a double shot with the Cerberus there, as they have come right over towards us. And unfortunately, it looks like we've actually lost a bit of seat on our Santissima, so we're not necessarily going to be able to block the Cerberus from getting at their rear. Actually, never mind. No, the Cerberus is going to veer off. Excellent. I was worried they might just try coming straight across at us. Which, no, they're doing that now. This is gonna hurt. And we didn't actually get a shot off on the Bellona, on the Santissima, because we were a little preoccupied. And they absolutely ruined us. And in fact, if we actually stay on this course, we're liable to either run into our own ship or take a little bit too much damage from the Santissima. We are the current meat shield of the day, it seems. Or at least wood shield. Need to get that switched up to double, lose the grape shot as we're not really going to get into a position where we can use it. Gonna cop quite a bit of fire from the Bologna here as well. Oh, yep, they got my rudder. But we did avoid the worst of the damage, which is good. Get our Cron sailing, see if we can pull something out here. Don't really want to keep getting bombarded by all the big ships. And actually probably end up switching up to, what is that? Gunnery. Yes. Because we're going to take a lot of fire, and I'd like to return at least some of it. Right. Well, the Cerberus has used one of their repairs on their bowsprit, which is nice, at least for us. And for the moment, we'll switch up onto survival to see if we can reduce some of this incoming water. Would be rather good if we could not take any more damage for a couple of seconds. And sadly, we can't get around in time to hit the Cerberus. I'm just going to try and put some distance between us. Yes. I was a little worried we weren't going to get out of double shot range there, but we just edged out. Looks like Happy Spare was being a little bit greedy. Oh, fantastic, and we didn't get shot by Crossy in the Cerberus either. We're able to leave these guys with a bit of distance between us, which is good. Though, I do hope that we don't have to chase this Santissima for too long. Do some damage to its sails there, which is pretty nice. It's so good not to actually be taking damage. After being brutalized so early on, yeah, to be able to not be hit is pretty solid. The question becomes whether or not we're actually going to be able to get in range in time. Just have to keep an eye on where where our allied ships are going. Like the Trin here. I was not expecting them to be turning so sharply. We can't return the favour in a sharp turn because we're our rudder's a little bit, well, it's less than optimal. You see there, a nice couple of hits on it. See if we can hit the Cerberus as we cut in front of our Trincomalee ally. We should have the range. Get that one through his sails. See if we can put some distance here. Never mind, we're not going to be able to get the shot off. Oh well. I'll just switch to battle sail, see if he can actually pass us. Alright. Well, seeing as this set of shots is probably going to go to waste, I might see if I can hit Captain Vane. No, it's never going to work. Yeah, not even halfway. So our next job will be determining if we can get on Happy Spear's tail. Captain Vane's not looking in too good shape, so we shouldn't have to do a lot more there. Admittedly, I have no idea if they've used any repair kits at all. Ship tilted down a little more than I expected, and so we weren't able to get those shots off despite the first one hitting. Should have been a bit quicker to fire there. Really don't want the Bologna to get on the tail of our Santissima. So I'll see if I can get to a position where I can discourage that. Cerberus getting some decent hits on me, chunking me down a bit. This goes a bit too early. Put our crew back on survival as we're taking some water. Get a nice raking shot on Happy Spear and the Bologna, which is good. Looks like I shot it there right under. Actually, no, by the fact that they're still turning, it does not appear to be that way at all. As we're still taking water, I'm going to pop my last repair to see if we can ease up a little bit. Ease up the water take-in, that is. Avoided the Cerberus's fire, which is nice. See if we can be so lucky with this Bologna's guns, though I imagine they've got some of them reloaded at this point. Be careful that we don't actually run into them, or they might consider boarding us. Ooh, so close. Some good solid hits there. Very fortunate. And yet looks like the Santissima has been taken out by the other ships, which is fantastic. With that threat out of the way, our Santissima in good shape, and our Constitution also being in good shape, I might take my leave here, put a bit of distance between myself and these other two ships, and switch up to standard ball shot. As I'm pretty sure we've got long guns equipped, so we should be able to get a bit of range going. Just trying to get between these ships as quickly as possible. So that we can get a turn and they can execute their own turns and everyone will be happy. It's interesting to note, actually, the changes that have occurred within the community and the way that the game's changed up a bit. Where you'd have where at least in my experience, you'd have people running in and out every game. Now that doesn't happen anywhere near as frequently. All the games that I've had have been confined to the space, and ships have been run down fairly quickly without actually too much to worry about in terms of ongoing battles. There isn't as much cat and mouse anymore. There's not as much, I guess, as much running, to put it one way. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a entire strategy to making sure you distance yourself from your opponent and that. But it doesn't seem to occur quite as frequently, and I feel it makes for at least more interesting games to watch. Certainly more interesting games to play from my perspective. But that's mainly because I'm not a great sailor. I should have probably just held that until after I passed the Santissima, but I was impatient. We'll put the crew on gunnery again, see if we can get double shot loaded up in time to come in line with Happy Spear. Maybe actually inflict a bit of damage against them. Sorry, the Bellona. We're not going to be inflicting damage against our Santissima. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just short. Looks like we were a little premature in switching up our ammunition type. switched up to ball, which was probably a mistake as well. Yeah, but we're much, much closer to the Bologna. Looks like the Cerberus is going down. Just make sure we get out of the way of the Trincomalee. Ah, no, not our rudder. Well, very lucky we weren't on a collision course with anyone there, otherwise that would have been really bad. I expected those shots to go. Get a double shot on and try and get in there. But there's very little we can do. Test something. Alright. Some of the locks can be put in place. Sorry, one of the things I hadn't realised was that you could actually lock decks of guns. So you could fire specific decks at specific times. Slight bit of lag there in the firing, though it didn't hurt too much. Also, it would appear that Happy Spear was either not loaded in time or didn't have, or kind of forgot to shoot at us. Either way, we didn't get shot. I'm pretty happy about it. Just desperately trying to execute this turn so I can get on the tail of the Bologna. All in all, it's been a fairly solid game. Reasonably happy with our performance in the Trin, though there's probably more we could have done. Especially early on, we got into a very poor position. Alright, we're going to see if we can actually do some damage this time. Hopefully take out their rudder, because I'm pretty sure their rudder has actually remained intact, despite our efforts. Reasonable, but nothing serious. With that, we should hopefully have them sinking at this point. Though we did run into them a little bit. So, that went very well. We were able to make it through, even if it was a close one. As usual, it's been Death Stimulator. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know, and please consider liking, commenting, favouriting or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.